Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air, it's Averill. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. Handed to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Hampton. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. There's some room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And they can't make the connection. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for room. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Great place to start for this offense. Play action on 1st down. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Here's some daylight. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Commodores have taken it inside the 20. Pulls it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turn. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bringing it back. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got an alley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Go.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wide receiver comes in motion. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Rides to the back. Pull to the ground.
Nice play by the defense, but now is... got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. They'll move the tight end. Needs it here on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to establish the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gonna run it. It's Price. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Williams. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Complete to Williams over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Inside. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this guy has had a day to remember, putting up outstanding numbers.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Timing has got to be so critical. Trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the defense is making some big...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the... The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And the Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Soft spot in the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Wants to throw on 1st. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. 2nd and long here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down, gonna throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And the Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Doors! His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Averill. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
That one's going to keep him awake tonight as he just missed him. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. That one's not even close.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's changing the play. Second down to the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Moves the pocket. It's Averill. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And that one's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Going long. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Averill. Look out! A deep throw as the clock winds down. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.